At my direction, the United States Air Force is moving forward with the world's first sixth-generation fighter jet. Number six, sixth generation.
On the 21st of March, the 47th President of the United States, Donald Trump, announced the entry of the U.S. Air Force's newest jet, F-47.
It'll be known as the F-47. The generals picked a title, and it's a beautiful number.
The highly anticipated sixth-generation fighter jet is part of the U.S. Air Force's Next Generation Air Dominance, or NGAD, program. Set to debut in the 2030s, the fighter jet will be developed and built by Boeing. It will operate alongside autonomous drones, which means it will fly alongside multiple autonomous drone wingmen, known as collaborative combat aircraft, marking a significant step in the future of military aviation. In this episode of We on Wide Angle, we explore what 6th Gen aircraft are, role of the F-47 in U.S. air dominance, how much it will cost, how likely is F-47 to counter China's military advances, and the future of military aviation across war zones. Donald Trump has announced the entry of a new fighter jet, dubbed F-47. The U.S. Air Force's most sophisticated fighter jet yet will be developed by Boeing. Trump described the high-speed stealth aircraft as the most lethal aircraft ever built, and said a version has been secretly flying for the last 5 years.
The F-47 will be the most advanced, most capable, most lethal aircraft ever built. An experimental version of the plane has secretly been flying for almost 5 years, and we're confident that it massively overpowers the capabilities of any other nation. There's no other nation. We know every other plane. I've seen every one of them, and it's not even close. This is a next level. You know, level 5 is good. This is level 6, they say. The F-47 is equipped with state-of-the-art stealth technology. It's virtually unseeable and unprecedented power.
Lockheed Martin, a longtime leader in stealth fighter design with its F-22 and F-35 jets, lost out to Boeing in the NGAD competition. This marks a significant shift in the balance of power in U.S. military aviation, as Lockheed will no longer have the sole control over the production of stealth fighters. The new jet F-47 will now replace the F-22 Raptor, with a crewed aircraft built to enter combat alongside drones. The contract positions to Boeing plays a crucial role in the future of U.S. air superiority. For Boeing, seizing the F-47 deal marks a reversal of fortune for a company that has faced several financial setbacks in recent years. Winning the NGAD contract provides a much-needed boost for its St. Louis production line and strengthens its position in the defense sector. Boeing's commercial operations have struggled as it attempts to get its best-selling 737 MAX jet production back up to full speed. While its defense operation has been weighed down by underperforming contracts for mid-air refueling tankers, drones, and training jets, with the Air Force expecting the new fighter jet to be operational by the 2030s. Boeing has secured a vital lifeline for its fighter jet business. The engineering and manufacturing development contract is worth more than $20 billion. Boeing will eventually receive hundreds of billions of dollars in orders over the contract's multi-decade lifetime.
The Boeing company has struggled with its commercial aviation business, its space business, and its major defense franchises. So this is an opportunity to really reboot or revitalize those defense contracts, particularly a number of which have been losing money for several years. The one thing I would say, though, this is a development contract. It will be challenging. I think many assume it is a cost-plus contract, so there should be some protection on the downside for the company. But it likely also includes some fixed-price contracts for low-rate initial production, which is an area that Boeing, as well as others in the industry, have struggled with. So it certainly brings a great opportunity, but there are also some perils with it.
The U.S. Air Force's NGAD program aims to develop a cutting-edge fighter that will incorporate stealth, advanced sensors, and the ability to operate alongside semi-autonomous drones. The new fighter will be integral to the future of U.S. military operations, capable of operating in highly contested environments. It will align itself with the Pentagon's strategy to enhance air dominance. So, what are sixth-generation aircraft? And how advanced will the F-47 be? Let's find out. A sixth-generation fighter is a class of jet fighter aircraft that is conceptualized to have the features of a fifth-generation aircraft, but with enhanced capabilities. They are meant to have broad-spectrum stealth, which refers to the ability to minimize radar detectability. This is required for deep penetration missions in heavily defended battle space. Artificial intelligence, or AI, is emerging as a critical component of sixth-generation platforms. Integrating AI with advanced avionics will help outpace rivals in battlefield automation. These aircraft will have advanced sensors that extensively leverage artificial intelligence. If the F-47 delivers on Trump's promises, it could well be the most advanced fighter aircraft in the world. Unlike traditional fighter jets, which operate independently, the F-47 will be the core of a networked system, working alongside unmanned aircraft to enhance combat effectiveness. It will incorporate cutting-edge stealth, sensor fusion, and autonomous capabilities. F-47 is being developed as the successor to the F-22 Raptor, the Air Force's current top air superiority fighter. While many of the F-47's features remain classified, it will include significant improvements over the F-22 in areas such as stealth, situational awareness, range, and survivability. One of the biggest differences is that the F-47 is set to be built to operate as part of a broader network of systems, including autonomous drones, rather than as a standalone aircraft. This approach is meant to give pilots more support, flexibility, and real-time data in combat situations. In short, the F-47 is expected to do what the F-22 was designed for, but with newer technology and better integration. Amid announcement of the United States' plans to build its sixth-generation aircraft, F-47, China's sixth-generation fighter jet, J-36, also made the headlines. In December 2024, China carried out the test flights of its fighter jets, J-36. These are China's tailless sixth-generation fighter jets. China has integrated AI, improved the stealth of its fighter jets. Not only do the 6th generation fighter aircraft have power generation capabilities that hover around the 1 megawatt mark, but also its integrated networked system could change the power dynamics in the Indo-Pacific. J-36 prototypes are much larger than the US F-35s or F-22. The diamond-shaped and tailless aircraft are designed for long-range stealth and high survivability in contested environments, and feature a triple-engine layout. These suggest an emphasis on both speed and the heavy electrical demands of future combat. The MiG-41, also known as the PAK-DP, is Russia's 6th generation stealth interceptor. MiG-41 is currently under development to replace the aging MiG-31, which is among one of the fastest known operational combat aircraft in the world. It has a top speed of 3,000 kilometers per hour, developed by Mikoyan. The MiG-41 aims to achieve a top speed of up to Mach 4 or 4,900 kilometers per hour, positioning it as one of the fastest aircraft ever designed. The MiG-41 is expected to intercept hypersonic missiles, employ anti-missile lasers, and operate potentially in near-space environments. These capabilities signify its role in missile defense and space operations. Future iterations of the aircraft could even be unmanned, reflecting Russia's commitment to pioneering autonomous combat systems. While the first prototype is expected this year, the MiG-41 is projected to enter service by the end of the decade. The Russian 6th generation Mikoyan MiG-41 fighter is intended to replace the Mikoyan MiG-31, but the technology currently appears somewhat too ambitious. It draws inspiration from the MiG-31M air dominance fighter, which is already well established operationally. The MiG-31 Foxhound has a top speed of Mach 2.83 or 3,000 km per hour when flying at 21,500 meters, and is equipped with a large arsenal of weapons, including 6 long-range R-37 missiles. The MiG-41 will embody all the advantages of the MiG-31 interceptor. Russia has 4 solid fighter platforms in its aerial arsenal. However, only one 5th generation jet currently flies with the Russian Aerospace Forces. The Su-57 Felon features a variety of improvements over its Soviet-era predecessors. The fighter can reach Mach 2.0 or 2,400 kilometers per hour, making it faster than the F-35 Lightning II. The Felon may be Russia's only 5th generation fighter, but Moscow has relied far more heavily on its 4th generation fighters during its invasion of Ukraine. The Su-35 was designed by the Soviet Union as a counter to American-made F-14 and F-15 jets during the Cold War. Equipped with 2 UFA AL-31 F117S turbofan engines, the Su-35 can reach a top speed of over Mach 2.25 or 2,700 kilometers per hour. The jet can carry nearly 9,000 pounds or 4,000 kilograms worth of weaponry, including missiles AA-10 Alamo, AA-2 Archer, and AA-8 Apid. These 6th generation fighters of the US, Russia, and China represent a significant strategic challenge for global players, particularly India. Currently, India has fourth-generation aircraft. However, it is looking to join the club with its two indigenous programs to develop fifth-generation fighter jets for the Air Force and the Navy. Over the past few years, India has intensified its combat aircraft programs. Advanced Medium Combat Aircraft, or AMCA, is India's indigenous fifth-generation stealth fighter, and the twin-engine deck-based fighter, or TEDBF, a carrier-based fighter, is being developed for the Indian Navy. In February this year, at Aero India 2025, Asia's largest aviation event in Bengaluru, India, the country's defense minister emphasized India's commitment to enhancing the manufacturing and exports of defense equipment in the forthcoming years.
आज हमारा डोमेस्टिक डिफेंस मैन्युफैक्चरिंग
Today, our domestic defense manufacturing has reached a record level of over 1.25 trillion rupees, $14.24 billion for the first time. Our defense export has crossed the record level of 2.1 trillion rupees. In the coming times, we are committed to significantly boost these figures. In the last 10 years, we have considered defense sector as the top priority sector. An example of this is the increased budgetary allocation. If we consider the financial year 2025-26, a record 6.81 lakh crores rupees have been allocated, which is 9.53% greater than last year.
Amidst the high-stakes display of global air power was India's new contender, the country's fifth-generation stealth fighter. The Advanced Medium Combat Aircraft, or AMCA, is a cutting-edge project for fifth-generation stealth, multi-role combat aircraft to serve both the Air Force and the Navy. The AMCA is intended to perform a wide range of missions, including air supremacy, ground strike, etc. This twin-engine fighter aircraft is conceptualized and designed by India's Defense Research and Development Organization, or DRDO. It is likely to be inducted into the Indian Air Force by 2035 after finishing trials. Another fighter jet, twin-engine deck-based fighter, or TEDBF, will be a multi-role fighter with an estimated weight of 26 tons. Designed to meet the Indian Navy's operational needs, the TEDBF will have an operational range of 800 to 900 kilometers over the ocean, carry 7,000 kilograms of fuel, and feature mid-air refueling capabilities. The first TEDBF prototypes are expected to be ready for flight by 2028. And full deployment is projected by 2035, significantly strengthening India's naval capabilities. At present, the most advanced aircraft in the Indian inventory are the French Rafale, categorized as a 4.5 generation platform, the Sukhoi Su-30 MKI, a fourth generation fighter jet, and the HAL Tejas, designed by Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, or HAL, for the Indian Air Force. The Indian Air Force has 36 Rafales, equipping 2 squadrons. The Navy is also in the process of acquiring 36 maritime variants of Rafale for carrier-based as well as shore-based operations. Europe is also not too far behind. In Europe, 2 advanced programs aim at developing 6th-generation fighters, the Global Combat Air Program, or GCAP, and the Future Combat Air System, or FCAS. Both proposals are still in the development and design phase. At the 2018 Farnborough Air Show, the United Kingdom announced the development of a 6th-generation fighter concept named Tempest. The GCAP program was officially launched in December 2022, when the United Kingdom, Italy, and Japan reached an agreement to jointly develop a new 6th-generation fighter, merging projects like the British Tempest and the Japanese FX into one initiative. Britain's biggest defense companies BAE Systems and Rolls-Royce are working together alongside industrial partners of Italy and Japan to deliver this supersonic jet by 2035. The combat aircraft Tempest will be one of the world's most advanced, interoperable, adaptable and connected fighter jets in service. It will boast an advanced intelligent weapons system, a software-driven interactive cockpit, integrated sensors, and a powerful next-generation radar capable of providing 10,000 times more data than current systems. France, Germany and Spain are also reported to be working jointly, creating an advanced combat system, including a 6th-generation fighter and accompanying drones. This is part of their Future Combat Air System program. Boeing's success in securing the NGAD contract has paved the way for the development of the U.S. Air Force's most advanced fighter jet to date. Can the F-47 disrupt the market and become a game-changer in military aviation? The race for 6th-generation fighters is heating up in the heavens above. Only time will tell which country will dominate the skies in this increasingly competitive global landscape.